Welcome back to the No Culture for Old Men podcast. As always, James, Ben, and Lawrence here to go over the hot tops with all you guys. We're going to talk a little NBA. We're going to talk a little NFL. We're going to talk some other main stories going out there in the world today. Guys, how are y'all doing? Oh, please, everybody, hit the subscribe button. Share us with your friends. Trying to build a little community tie so we can get the podcast a little more popular. But also leave a comment. You know, if you want us to talk about something, if there's a topic that y'all want us to cover, or if there's a team y'all want us to delve into, or something, you know, we can try. We got a little time. But anyway, James, what's going on with you, man?
None, man. Just I'm tired day, man.
I'm saying you look real concerned right now. All of a sudden.
You look a little sluggish.
Yeah, I just realized all the stuff I got to do the rest of this week. That's all. It's all gravy, though. Welcome back to the show. Good to be here.
What episode is this? 22, 21, something like that? I don't know.
22. Yep.
Moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along. Let's jump into it, y'all. Of course, BMF continues. Nothing big happening there. They think they're building up on the storyline. But the big story is Squid Game. You guys watching it?
I refuse.
I started watching it this past weekend, so I'm up to like episode 6 right now.
So I've read a couple of articles about the premise and about the author of the story. Apparently, this dude wrote this thing like in 2016 or 2017 or 10 years ago, basically. Okay. So he basically was writing this before Netflix was really into producing its own content, really. Mm-hmm. And I get all the social critiques about how it's marginalized and poor people willing to do anything just to get from under debt. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to watch it because I don't watch things with gratuitous violence in it for no reason.
It has violence in it?
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's gratuitous, yes, it's been said. I, for one, enjoy it. I enjoy gratuitous violence. I watch shows of that nature. I have no problem with that. I think it's entertaining if taken in the right context. I've also heard, and I can see what some people have said, that it's actually a take on our current society. And unfortunately, it's a place that we could be in if the world continued the way it is. I don't try to look at shows that deep. I try to take them as entertainment. And I think it's entertaining. Now, I'll say one thing. I don't think kids of a certain age should be watching this show because I think it would give them the wrong idea about certain things. I've heard in one country, the kids have been playing, these schoolyard games. And then at the end, if you lose, they're getting a slap for losing since they can't, hurt them.
Yeah, I heard that.
But they're just slapping them because, the show starts out with a game that ends in a slap. So I'm not too cool about that, but I think the show is interesting. Hey, it's the most watched Netflix show ever, from my understanding now. So people are really into it. We'll see what happens. I doubt if they'll make a 2 to it. So we'll see.
I think they're going to greenlight that joint for a second season.
I hope not. See, a show like that, you don't need to make a second season of that. It's already been done. It's like you can't make it any crazier than it is.
Yeah, it's something to be said.
It can always get crazy. It can always get crazier.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it better though. I mean,
there's something to be said for the one hitters. Like, what was that? The chess show.
Yeah, the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I mean, like that was a great show.
Yeah, one and done.
Yeah, one and done. It told the whole story. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta revisit it.
Nah. It's like you should have cut Walking Dead off at season 5. I mean, you don't need to keep going on and on. I mean, you can't make stuff better sometimes. Sometimes it just gets old. But it's cool. I'll finish it up, and hey, I'll give a critique when I'm done with it.
I did order one of the masks for Halloween though.
See, Halloween outfits. You know what? The sale.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sale. Listen to this. The sale of white vans has significantly increased because of this show. Because they wear white vans in the show, and I think people order them for Halloween costumes. So like their sales are gone through the roof for these shoes.
Oh, the shoes. I thought you meant like white vans. Like
white vans, the shoes. VANS, the vans, the old white van kicks.
All right. Okay.
So people are ordering them so they can wear them for Halloween. You're gonna see a lot of gym suits.
They ain't gonna get them because they stuck on the coast of California.
Well, I mean, like I got a old pair of white Nauticas. I think that would work if I wanted to rock that outfit for Halloween. You're gonna be seeing a lot of gym suits with numbers written on them. Is what you're gonna be seeing. You can just make that outfit at all.
If I thought I'd get one to fit me, I'd order one, but I didn't trust the sizing on the show.
What, on the outfit? On the gym suit?
They was all like larges. And I was like, nah, I need an extra.
Man, just order an Adidas gym suit and write some numbers on it. I mean, that's all you got.
Nah, it's gotta be
get a little gym suit and write some. You can go to Walmart and pick up some Russell Athletic and just put some numbers on it.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Exactly. All right, what else in pop culture going on? Deontay Wilder Fury fight, man. Almost forgot about that. I got the chance to be in Philadelphia and got to watch it at Xfinity Live. That was kind of cool, watching it with a lot of people. The crowd was, of course, like on the Wilder side. There were some people there rooting for Fury. I kind of figured Fury was going to win. I just didn't know in what fashion. I thought it was an entertaining fight. I've heard people say, oh, it's the best heavyweight fight in years. And I'm like, no, it's not. But it was entertaining.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful to say that.
Okay, what was the last great heavyweight fight you saw?
It was a long time ago.
Right, years.
Doesn't make it the greatest ever.
Heavyweight? Dude. That don't make it the
greatest ever.
Greatest?
No. I mean, I don't even want to count them off. I mean, I could go Holmes. Holmes Ali. You could go Michael Spinks and Hagler. I mean, there's so many fights you could do.
Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield. All three of those fights were exactly.
So where was just Tyrone? You have the boxing knowledge here. Where does this rank as far as trilogies go for heavyweights?
As far as heavyweights,
I mean, trilogies go in general.
Looking at the trilogies,
there hasn't been many trilogies in the heavyweight division. But this won't be remembered 20 years from now. Nobody will care.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will care.
I heard some people on ESPN. I heard some people on ESPN rank it in their top 5.
They're stupid. They're stupid.
Was that Max Kellerman who did that?
No, that was Shannon Sharp, I think.
It has this. None of these fights have been better than any of the Ali Frazier fights.
Nah.
None of these fights have been better than any of the Holyfield Riddick Bowe fights.
Right.
Agree.
Those are the things I thought of off the top of my head. But
what about Riddick Bowe against Lennox?
Well, they didn't fight, but Riddick Bowe Galata. None of these fights was better than none of these fights were better than that.
Yeah. Riddick Bowe Galata, they were good fights. Now
they were good fights. They were wars.
Yeah.
So like, this is just disrespectful to even like. Come on, man. You got one guy that can't throw a jab to save his life. If I'm a trainer, this is how I can tell the boxing game has just fell off. If I'm a trainer and I got a 6'5" heavyweight with knockout power. If he bends down to throw a jab to somebody's body, I'm smacking the shit out of him.
And that's why he broke his hand.
I'm smacking him. First of all, you're up high, you're jabbing strong, and then you follow with the other hand because you're blinding him with the jab, then you punch. Simple mathematics that you learn in any fucking street.
Mm-hmm.
This is Wilder. This is Wilder you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
Just randomly throwing this jab in his stomach and not following up didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, George Foreman fought 20 years after his prime because he knew how to blind somebody with a jab and follow with the left.
Yep.
And Deontay Wilder couldn't do that. That's why it was poor boxing. It was one guy that had a game plan, came in and executed, and one guy was not in shape.
Yeah.
He lifted weights for 20 months and thought that was going to do something.
Yeah. Wilder put on the extra weight. I'm sure they thought it was going to help him in this fight. And you know what? I think it did. But I think everyone who watched the fight knew, like, if Wilder doesn't win in the first 4 rounds, he's not going to win. Because 1, he's going to be tired. 2, he's probably going to be beat up by then. And he was both. At first I was like, okay, when it hit like the 4th round, I was like, this dude is spent. His energy's done. He took a couple good shots, but he's done. I'm like, there's no way he's going to beat this cat.
Did he knock him down though? I already knocked him down a couple times.
Yeah,
he knocked him down.
Yeah, 2 knockdown. He knocked Fury down twice.
Okay. And he got up.
But he got up. Now that count was a little long on that second knockdown. There's been some hubbub about that people thought really he got like 11 to 18 seconds to get up because he had to restart the count. But come on, I mean that happened to Tyson when he fought Buster
Douglas. Again, if he knows how to go to the opposite corner like a regular boxer, we wouldn't have had that problem.
Exactly. It's
the ref would have got the count,
right?
The ref would have got the counting right away, but he had to push you to your corner.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, you got one chance to win this fight, and you're gonna sit there and not go to your corner and let this man count him out. You might have had a chance.
Those little things in a fight that average, a boxing fan that doesn't watch a person that doesn't watch boxing wouldn't know.
Yeah.
If a ref has to spend 3 seconds to push you, then
And Fury took his time in getting up both times anyway. That's what Fury does. He's gonna sit there and rest. He's not dumb. He took his time in getting up. I think he could have got up quicker if he wanted to. But he took his time to get up. He recouped himself. And, he put a punishing on him. I thought he just punished him for the next 5 rounds. I was like, okay, this will end when it ends. He'll knock him down.
I mean, Wilder had no legs.
Yeah.
He had no legs.
He was top heavy anyway.
I mean, do a squat, dude, or something.
Yeah, he was top heavy, man. I was like, this dude is so top heavy, man. I feel for him. You know what? I'm giving him his ups though. He did fight. He stood up as long as he could. He gave max effort. He's just not a good enough boxer to beat him. That's all it is to it. And Fury's just bigger and stronger. Done. That's
bigger, stronger, and smarter.
Yep. Bigger, stronger, better boxer. That's all it is to it. It's not gonna tarnish his career by losing to him. I didn't realize he had 41 knockouts.
I'm saying
Wilder
41 knockouts, 2 losses, 1 draw.
Heck of a record.
Hey, I'm gonna give you guys another great heavyweight fight from back in the day that my dad made me watch. Larry Holmes versus Ken Norton.
Yes. Great fight.
Great fight.
I mean, of course, I didn't see it live, but I saw it on tape.
You can watch it on tape on YouTube. I said my dad made me watch it on YouTube.
You know what? They were showing Joe Frazier highlights when he fought Ali. Did you notice the punishment that Frazier took when he fought Ali? Like the whole fight. You saw that head bob he had? He literally would let Ali just punch him in the top of the head just so he could get a shot on Ali.
He took 3 to get 1.
He took 3 to get 1 because he was the shorter man. He had less reach, and it was the only way he could get to the body on Ali. But he sat there and would just take punch after punch. Boxers don't do that no more.
That's one of the few fights I remember our dad talking about, Jim. Like I remember him.
That to him was the fight.
That to him was like. Because he used to say he knocked Frazier silly, like he wasn't no good.
Oh yeah, he was no good after that. Frazier was done after that. Yeah, that was one of the best fights ever, man.
I tell you what, this is not a heavyweight fight, but if you want to watch a great boxing match, if you don't want to watch the whole match, look at there's a documentary that HBO used to do. Just YouTube Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's good. I've seen that.
I remember that.
Great fight.
Yeah, great fight.